Cal make a mistake? Never happened, Yank.
Who cares about the 38th parallel anyway?
Try the White House.
Try the world.
I always thought it was a dumb way to divide a country. But when the war ended and the Russians started to come into Korea, we had to do something in a hurry. So this very bright staff officer decided to draw a line on a map. And that's the 38th parallel.
God, you don't need to send me there, do you?
And what makes you so special?
Johnson, he's our regular Tokyo correspondent. He's home in the States on leave. I'm a critic. I came all the way here with the New York Philharmonic, from New York, by the way.
Yeah, be thankful it's not L.A. You ever heard them play?
They're not so bad. As a matter of fact, the string section's very good.
Especially since Wallenstein took over.
My boy, your editor says you will fill in till Johnson gets back. So you will do what your editor tells you to do. Be prepared to cover the war in 4-4 time.
Anyway, it won't be a long one once the U.S. comes in. And they will, you know. They always do.
This time, maybe they'll have to. Or it's tomorrow the world, and goodbye, Japan.
I'm glad you didn't say sayonara, Japan. For these small mercy, thanks.
You take the pictures, I told you. I'll do the captions. My friends, it will not be a short war. After 5 years of peace, the greatest army the world has ever seen has grown fat on beer.
The President of Korea, the United States Ambassador, and the U.S. military advisors requested help from Washington. General Douglas MacArthur will hold a press conference in 2 hours. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
Thank you. MacArthur.
The best we've got, Bells.
Goes right here. Most gifted general the U.S. ever produced. 22 medals, 13 for heroism.
Well, at least he's not superstitious. And you have to admit he did a marvelous job here in Japan.
Making himself emperor, not preparing for war. Hell, the man's 71 years old. He's been on active duty for 50 years. I admit he's in shape. He watches his weight, but...
Maybe you should, too.
Hey, listen, I told you, you take the pictures, I'll do the captions. Want to know something confidential? Dyes his hair, too.
You never do pass him a chance to knock him, do you?
Harry, I'm a journalist. Covered the man since Pearl Harbor. If he is what we're counting on to save the free world, God help Korea and God help us all.
Frank? Sir?
Thank you, General. Welcome to Korea.
We'll see about that in time, Frank. Let's go upstairs, take a look.
Yes.
I guess the old man is really feeling the pressure this time.
Well, he was raised to handle pressure. He's his father's son.
Who was his father, as if right now I care?
General Arthur MacArthur. They called him the boy general, the Union Army.
Hey, Toscanini, let me tell you a little story. It'll take your mind off other things, all right? Now, it seems a long time ago that General MacArthur's regiment, that's Arthur MacArthur's regiment, the survivors of his famous victory at Cemetery Ridge decided to hold a reunion. The Smithsonian Institute. The regimental flag draped behind the dais. When the meal ended, the general got to his feet to give the benediction. While he was speaking, he was seized by a stroke and collapsed on the table. The remaining members of the regiment, God knows why, they did not go for help, got to their feet, raised their glasses high, and began to sing the battle hymn of the Republic. While they were singing, Arthur MacArthur died. His men wrapped him in the tattered, battle-scarred flag of Cemetery Ridge, and hoisting him on their shoulders, which must have been very difficult considering how old they were, carried him through the night to Arlington Cemetery. And Douglas MacArthur has grown up with that memory and has felt the pressure of living up to that image. That legend.
Well, now I gotta believe it.
You don't believe in anything. But what?
Well, we're about to be kicked out of the country, and the old man brings in 2 new divisions. What for, Cherie? What for?
You tell me, as if you're not going.
Invasion. By God, invasion.
Seen so goddamn many press in one place in my life.
Haven't you heard? The general's got an important announcement to make.
Yeah.
Did you hear that from the New York Philharmonic?
He's going to say that he's running for president.
You can get in as emperor.
I thought you didn't approve. Generals who cut their hair.
From now on, I would make it compulsory for every other U.S. general to do the same. I'm not kidding.
All silent, as America's greatest soldiers